Hi, it's Matt or Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Friday, February 2nd, 2024. The address we're inspecting today is 2025 Southeast Reedway Street, Portland, Oregon, 97202. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the basement cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, we know that some sewer replacement of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Northburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. So we started in ABS. It does look like there is a section of, there is some cast iron still in the house. So any cast iron piping really it would be wise to go into this knowing that cast iron piping is an older product and should be considered like a deferred cost. And we'll keep our fingers crossed it just keeps on going and going, but probably going to need some attention in the future. So there is, the clean out is plastic, and then we go back to ABS, or back to cast iron. I mean, there's a little bit of an offset there, and the offset is causing some standing water. It's pretty minor, all things considered. Now we're back into the cast iron piping. Looks like the direction the sewer pipe does run to the street in front of the house. And so this is under the basement slab. Piping is showing them the most aging and wear, kind of where the joints are, where the two sections of pipe come together. And because of the older piping, it's like cast iron and we're going into concrete. It would be recommended to have a sewer scope every two to 3 years, just keeping an eye on things. And then of course repair or replace as needed. But it does appear that there's a good portion of old sewer pipes still being used in the house. This would be a clean out probably at the front foundation wall or right on the exterior. So we should be exiting the house right about now. We're kind of just a little bit flat through here too. And I did see a plastic clean out in the front yard, so I'm assuming this is that. So here is our other clean out. So some of the sewer piping in the front yard has been nicely improved or updated. So, you know, some good news and then some older piping. So we have a little of the old stuff and a little of the new stuff. But the old stuff obviously should be considered deferred cost. As we head to the sidewalk, this typically transitions right at the sidewalk. So this signifies transitioning pipe size. We're going from 4-inch ABS plastic into a 5-inch or 6-inch 3034 plastic. This also signifies transitioning into a branch off the city lateral piping. And even though we enter into the city lateral piping branch, technically all of this will be by your own responsibility throughout the entire length, start to finish. And once we reach the lateral, we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out of the pipe, and we'll look at the pipe one more time in reverse. At this point, it looks like we just have a sewer pipe that should be considered like deferred cost. It's going to need going to need updating at some point. So as we go onto the road, this is terracotta clay tile piping, and so this is a material no longer used. So I'm assuming maybe out there the city of Portland probably has this street on schedule to modernize this, to update this. They're trying to get all of this stuff out. It's yeah, kind of everybody's least favorite material, or one of their least favorite materials here, but they used it all through the city of Portland. See, there's some cracking in the terracotta clay tile piping. You barely get a view of it. Let's see.
Into the main?
And I think that's going to go into the main too. Yeah, so a little bit of cracking in the terracotta clay tile right before. Yeah, that's a good view right there. We got it. And I think we're turning and dropping into the main right now. Let's see if we can make the turn. Too bad of an angle to try and make this turn, so but we are well out there on the road, so I'd recommend passing the video and the report on to the city of Portland to determine if repairs ever needed to be made here, whose responsibility is. We're going to turn off the water now, drain everything out of the pipe. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse. But if you take a snapshot of the property currently today, all the piping from in the basement to about the roadway, the pipe is older, cast iron piping, but does appear to be in working condition and would pass inspection. So again, we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse.